Assalam-o-Alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So today we are going to solve these exercise first and then the next chapter. So the first exercise is translate, fill in the i'rab and analyze the following phrases. So first we are going to put i'rab on these sentences, then we will be analyzing. So let's first put the i'rab on all these words. First word is sayyaratu. Sayyaratun, if we are not using this word as with this sentence and format, so it's similarly simple. It's sayyaratun. Sayyaratun means car. But now we have to put a proper i'rab according to the sentence format. So see, sayyaratu doesn't have alif lam. If there is no alif lam in the beginning, it means that is muzaf. And muzaf does not accept tanween. So sayyaratu. And if this is muzaf, then the next word is definitely muzaf ilay. And muzaf ilay will always have zero on it. So sayyaratu rajuli, car of the man. Car of the man. Now I have given you the i'rab as well as the translation. Let's analyze. Sayyaratu is muzaf and ar-rajulu is muzaf ilay. Second word okay, so here is the second one. So I cannot explain you the second one right now because it's a number system and I haven't taught you the number system properly. So just I'm just telling you that from 11 to 19, the ones will always have fatha as well as the tens. So arba'a ashara. Now third one, this word doesn't have alif lam on it, so it is muzaf. Similarly, the next one, it also doesn't have alif lam, so it means this is also muzaf. But the word which comes in the beginning is muzaf as well as muzaf ilay. So babu is muzaf, fasli is muzaf ilay, and it is also muzaf of al madrasati muzaf ilay. Babu faslil madrasati. This one is muzaf, this one is muzaf ilay and then muzaf, and this one is the final muzaf ilay. Translation is Babu faslil madrasati. Door of madrasa, how? Door of the madrasa's classroom. Now qalam does not have alif lam, so it is muzaf. Next word is definitely muzaf ilay. And then we have tawil. So if we put pesh on tawil, it is the sifat of qalam. And if we put zair on tawil, it is the sifat of rajul. Translation can be done in both ways and both are accurate and right, so there is no need to worry. So I'm going to translate by the same translating this sentence in the both ways. So first, if we make tawil as a sifat of qalam, the translation would be long qalam of the man. Okay, and if I put zair on tawil, then the translation will be pen of the long man. Qalam is muzaf, ar-rajul is mawsuf, at-tawil is sifat. And after becoming mawsuf sifat, it's a muzaf ilay. And if you are putting assuming pesh on tawil, then qalam is muzaf as well as mawsuf, ar-rajul is muzaf ilay, and tawil is sifat of muzaf. Now Fifth one, al-waradatu al-jamilatu. Why? Because al-waradatu already have alif lam, so it's going to be pesh, the default i'rab. Al-jamilatu also have alif lam, so it's going to be pesh. Now let's see the four similarities between these two words. Both are marifa, both are muzakkar, both are muannas, both are wahid. So four similarities found between these two words. Al-wardatu is mausuf, al-jamilatu is sifat. The beautiful rose. Okay. Then we have qalamun rakhisun. Both are mausuf sifat. Cheap pen. Now this one you don't know, and I cannot explain this to you right now. It's similar to the bal bakka. Okay. So it's ma'adi karaba. It's a murakkabe binai, like bal bakka and hazara maut. And then we have zalikal kitab, that book. Zalika ismi ishara, al kitab musharun ilayh. Now, what is the difference between the following phrases and sentence? Gulamun aqilun, it's a mausuf sifat. Gulamu aqilin, it's a muzaf ilay. Gulamun aqilun, the intelligent servant. Gulamu aqilin, servant of intelligent man. Hazihi tuffahatun, a complete sentence. This is an apple. Hazihi tuffahatu, this apple. It's an incomplete sentence. This is a complete sentence. This is mubtada, tuffahatun khabar. Here hazihi is ismi ishara, at tuffahatu musharun ilayh. Why? Because musharun ilayh is always marifa. Then we have nafizatu sayyarati al-kabiratu. Nafizatu muzaf, sayyarati muzaf ilay, al-kabiratu sifat of nafizatu. Big window of the car. It's an incomplete sentence. Nafizatu sayyarati al-kabirati. Same sentence, but here kabirati is sifat of sayyarati. Door of the big car. Both are incomplete sentence. Athawbu nadhifun. This is complete sentence, mubtada khabar. Athawbu an-nadhifu. This is mausuf sifat, incomplete sentence. The clothes is clean, the clean clothes. Then the third one, correct the following and state the reason. Okay. Waladun, it is good. But al-qabihun, it's definitely wrong. You cannot add alif lam as well as tanween at the same time. So this is wrong. And also, muzaf ilay will always have zair on it. So al-qabih, waladul qabihi, the boy of ugly. Ar-rajulani at-tawilu. See, the mausuf is tasniya, ar-rajulani, and at-tawilu is wahid. So this cannot be mausuf sifat. It cannot be anything. So we have to add alif noon here. Ar-rajulani at-tawilani. Then it will be correct. Third, al-muallimul madrasati. Muzaf ilayhi is accurate, but you cannot add alif lam on muzaf. So muallimul madrasati. And the fourth one, samaniyatu ashara. As I told you, from 11 to 19, they all have zabar on it. Samaniyata ashara. Now translate, fill in the i'rab and analyze the following sentence. There are multiple muzaf ilay, but what did I told you earlier? First solve the first one, the absolute muzaf, and the last one absolute muzaf ilay. Okay? And the rest of the word simply start putting z to everyone. Now the analyze. Babu is muzaf. Fasl is muzaf ilay to this bab and muzaf to this qiyam. Then this qiyam is muzaf ilay to fasl and muzaf to layla. Then layla is muzaf ilay to qiyam and muzaf for qadr. And the translation, how we are going to translate? Just reverse the translation. Babu fazli qiyami laylatil qadri. Chapter of fazl or reward. Chapter of reward. Qiyam of salah of night of qadr. Now let's go to the next chapter. Section 1.4.4. Additional notes about Jumlatun Ismiya. First, sometimes the khabar is not mentioned, in which case it will be regarded as hidden, muqaddarun. Example, al-imamu fil masjidi. The imam is in the mosque. Al-imamu mubtada, hazirun khabarun muqaddarun, fi harf jar, al-masjid majroor, jar majroor, muta'alliqun bil khabar, and then it's jumla ismiya khabar. It's okay if you do not understand anything. I'm going to explain you. I was just reading it. See, for mubtada khabar, as we already understood and learned clearly, like ar-rajulu alimun. Here ar-rajulu is mubtada and alimun is khabar. But sometimes in Arabic we silent the khabar. Khabar is hidden or it is not clearly written in sentence. Why? What was the reason? Why we eliminate the khabar? What is the reason behind it? So in every language, it is not just specific with this Arabic language only. In Arabic, every language, sometimes we skip or eliminate the obvious word in our sentence. For example, today is Monday, okay? Today is Monday. And I ask you, is today is Monday? And you say yes. This yes is actually an incomplete word. What you want to say that yes, today is Monday, but only you said yes and I understood that yes, today is Monday, but the today is Monday is not, you did not say verbally or orally that yes, today is Monday. You just simply nodded or said yes, and I understood that you are saying today is Monday. But today is Monday, the part of the sentence which was hidden. It was just an assumption and we understood because it is obvious. I asked you a question, you replied in positive, it means my question was right. I asked you about the day today, what day is today, and and I said, is it Monday? And you said yes. It means you just told me that yes, today is Monday. You are right, but only only yes word comes out of your mouth. The rest of the word is totally hidden. You did not say it, but I understood it. So in every language there are lot of different words as per the different situation and conditions. We do not speak loudly, or the speakers already understand by seeing our gesture or our incomplete sentence. For example, pen of Zad. Pen of Zad. It's an incomplete sentence. Pen of Zad. It's a muzaf ilay, incomplete sentence. But if I ask you, whose pen is this? And you replied, pen of Zad. So you are replying me with an incomplete sentence, but I understand it clearly because for me your sentence was totally complete. So what you meant to say that yes, this is the pen of Zad, but you are not saying yes, this is the pen. You are simply saying pen of Zad or Zad's pen. So in every language, if the meaning is very obvious, we do not pronounce or write in the sentence. Let's understand this with one more example. For example, this person is walking and there is a big hole on the road for canals or sewage, and this person is walking and you are here watching, and you know that if you don't stop him, he is going to fall into that sewage. So what you say, you start telling sewage, or save yourself. In your meaning, this is an incomplete sentence, but for him, he understood what you actually trying to say. So here you are skipping and eliminating the whole sentence that, oh man, save yourself, there is a sewage in front of you. You are directly saying just sewage, save yourself, sewage. So in every language, what is obvious and can understandable without any effort is eliminated and omitted from the sentence. Why? Because the Arabic language is a very vast and we can say to the point language. Arabic do not use any words which is extra in sentence. That's why we do not use the same name again and again. Instead we use zamir. So it's the quality of Arabic that it does not repeat, or it does not tell us the obvious message or the obvious meaning which can be easily understandable without spending or giving an extra effort to it. And that's the same thing happen in Quran multiple times. So the khabar is removed or eliminated from the sentence. Only mubtada is written and the additional other statements written. Khabar is removed. But when we translate, we need a obvious removed khabar there. While we are translating those sentences where the khabar is hidden, in our translation we have to show the meaning of an hidden khabar. See, the sentence here is al-imamu fil masjidi. Al-imamu fil masjidi. The imam is in the mosque. It's the literal translation of this sentence. But when someone tell you the imam is in the mosque, it means he is trying to tell you that the imam is present in the mosque. Why? Because when you say he is in the house, it means he is present at this time in the house. So here present word is actually hidden. Neither the speaker said anything about present, but neither you said it, but you understood that the speaker is trying to tell us that the imam is in the masjid. Understood? Now the one question rise here, why if we have already hide the khabar from the sentence, then what is the need of unhide that khabar again while doing the tarkib? See, al-imamu fil masjid is clear, the imam is in the mosque. Then why we have to unhide the hazirun word here? So the answer is, it is okay to say, communicate or write, but when we are doing the grammatical analysis of any sentence, it is very important that we should write each and every pattern and format on the rulings of that particular sentence. So that's why when we are analyzing this sentence, we have to unhide the hidden meaning inside that sentence. But when you are translating it, when you are writing or saying it, you do not have to write that hazirun. But when you are doing tarkib, when you are analyzing the sentence, it is important that you should at least, if you don't want to write, it's okay, at least mention that here the hazirun is khabar. The reason is why we should do it. Because a mubtada is incomplete without khabar. So when there is a mubtada, we need a khabar, because khabar is the provide the information about the mubtada. So without khabar, mubtada is incomplete. So we need khabar. So whenever the khabar is hidden while doing the tarkib or analysis, we need a khabar here. Now the second question arises, how one should decide what kind of khabar we use. I can use multiple words here. Instead of hazirun, I can say jalisun or naimun or qari'un or qa'idun or any word. Why hazirun? So see, there is no specific rule for the choice of the word here. You need to look for the context and the situation in which that statement is taken, and then define a khabar yourself. How one can define the khabar? The definition of khabar is very easy actually. You only have to use a word which gives accurate meaning and according to the situation, and make it nakira. But of course, as a beginner, it is very difficult for you to understand right now all these things. But don't worry, this is very easy, and by the time passes, you will easily able to understand and figure this out yourself. So this khabar is called khabarul muqaddar or khabarun muqaddarun. Why? Muqaddar means hidden. So the khabar is hidden here. Now see the analysis. Al imam is mubtada, hazirun is the khabar muqaddar, fi is harf jar, and al masjid is majroor. And harf jar and majroor always meets together and then related with khabar. Because this harf jar fil masjid is related with hazirun, not with mubtada. Okay. You don't worry if you are not able to understand this right now, why we are relating it. Just always remember, when there is a harf-e-jar and on which there is the harf-e-jar is, that is called majroor. So here al masjid is majroor because the fi harf-e-jar is before al masjid. And similarly, like mawsuf sifat meets together to become something, muzaf muzaf ilay always comes together to become something. Similarly, harf-e-jar and majroor comes together to become something, and it always becomes related with the khabar or the previous word. Now you will learn this about much later, inshallah, don't worry. Right now just understand, sometimes khabar is hidden in the sentence, so we have to assume that there is a khabar, and that type of hidden khabar is known as khabarun muqaddarun. Point number 2, the khabar can be complete sentence. Khabar can be complete sentence. I already explained you this with the multiple examples with earlier. Zaidun abuhu alimun, Zaid's father is knowledgeable. See, Zaidun is already mubtada. Abuhu, here abu is muzaf, hu zamir is muzaf ilay. After becoming muzaf muzaf ilay, this again becomes mubtada. Okay? And alimun is khabar. After becoming mubtada khabar, it's become jumla ismiya khabariya. Which part? Abuhu alimun, it's become jumla ismiya khabariya, because abu is of course mubtada and alimun is khabar, if you just ignore zaidun for some times. So abuhu alimun is muzaf muzaf ilay mubtada, alimun is khabar. After becoming mubtada khabar, this whole sentence abuhu alimun is khabar, final khabar of this absolute mubtada. So sometimes khabar can be a complete sentence, and it can be in both ways. Here the example is given for jumla ismiya, a khabar can be jumla fi'liya as well. See the example, Zaidun is mubtada, akala is fail, where hu zamir is file inside it, and at-ta'am is maf'ul because there is a fatha on it. So fail, file and maf'ul, it's become jumla fi'liya khabariya, because we assume that this sentence start with fail, and after becoming jumla fi'liya khabariya, this whole sentence becomes khabar to this mubtada. So what we understood in point 2, that a khabar can be a complete sentence, and there are two types of complete sentence, jumla ismiya and jumla fi'liya. It means a khabar can be jumla ismiya as well as jumla fi'liya. There is no problem with that. Now exercise, translate, fill in the i'rab and analyze the following sentences. Al-qalamu is mubtada, definitely. Fi is harf-e-jar, al-fasl is majroor. Al-qalamu fil fasl. So we have to think that here hazirun is hidden. Al-qalamu hazirun fil fasl. Al-qalamu is mubtada, hazirun is a khabar muqaddar, fi is harf-e-jar and al-fasl is majroor. Jar majroor related with hazirun. Now this is jumla ismiya khabariya. Translation is, the pen is present in the classroom, or pen is in the classroom. That's it. Athawru mubtada, yahrusu is a fail. If you understand, if you already knew about muzare, it is okay for you to understand this. If not, then just don't worry about it. This is a fail, and there is a file who was zamir inside it. Athawru yahrusu, there is a fail and file. If the fail and file is mentioned, then this is definitely maf'ul, al-arza. So sawru is mubtada because it's a ism, a jumla start with ism. Yahrusu is fail, file and maf'ul. It becomes jumla fi'liya khabariya, and after becoming jumla fi'liya khabariya, this sentence is the final khabar of as-sawru mubtada. As-sawru means ox. Yahrusu al-arza. Yahrusu is actually, I don't remember the exact English meaning for yahrusu. Yahrusu is generally, when the farmer use the oxes to, dig the ground before sowing the seeds in the ground. So that process is called yahrusu. Now the summary. Loves, a word comes from the human mouth, can be muhmal as well as mawzu. Muhmal means useless word, mawzu meaningful word. Meaningful word can be categorized into two parts: mufrad, a single word; murakkab, a group of words. Then mufrad word divided into three parts: ism, fail and harf. Ism, single word with a meaning without tense. Fail, single word with meaning with tense. Harf, meaning without tense. Then harf divided into two parts: amil and gair amil. Amil, responsible for change in i'rab like harf jar. Gair amil, does not responsible for change in i'rab like hal. Fail are four types: mazi, tell us information about something happened in past; muzare, something which is happening right now or will happen in future; amr, a positive command; or nahi, a negative command. Ism based on origin are three types: jamid, a word which is neither created from any existing word nor any other new word created from it; masdar, neither created not created from any existing word, but multiple new words can be generated by using masdar; mushtaq, created from masdar. Then we have murakkab. Murakkab can be categorized into two parts: jumla mufid, a complete sentence; jumla gair mufid, an incomplete sentence. Incomplete sentence further divided into five parts: murakkab tawsifi, murakkab izafi, murakkab ishari, murakkab binai, murakkab manasarf. Example of murakkab tawsifi: rajulun alimun; murakkab izafi: qalamu rajulin; murakkab ishari: hazar rajulu; murakkab binai: ba'al bakka; murakkab manasarf: ahada ashara. Then complete sentence further divided into two parts: jumla khabariya and jumla inshaiya. Jumla inshaiya is amr, nahi, istifham, tamanni, taraji, nida, arz, qasam, ta'ajjub, uqud. Examples are, let me give you the example. I hope you understand. Isma, listen; la tasma, don't listen; hal ismuka jaidun, is your name is Zaid; la'alla zaidan najihun, you say if Zaid was successful. Or tamanni, generally we hope for something which cannot be possible, so just translate in the exact way. Taraji, la'alla zaidan alimun, hopefully Zaid is alim. Nida, ya zaidu. Arz, ala ta'tini fa'ataituka dinar, why don't you come to me so I will hand over you some dinar. Qasam, wallahi, ta'ajjub, ma ahsana zaidun. And uqud, ishtaraitu, bi'tu ishtaraitu. Then jumla khabariya. Jumla ismiya, sentence start with ism like ar-rajulu alimun. Jumla failiya, sentence start with fail like nasara zaidun. Section 1.5, alamatul ism. I already explained you this chapter, so I am going with the little pace here. Alamatul ism, sign of ism. It is preceded by an alif lam like ar-rajulu, the man. It accepts jar like fi baiti zaidinil jadid, in the news house. Fi harf jar on baiti, so baiti is ism. There is a tanween on the last letter, rajulun. There is it ends with round ta like kalimatun. Tasniya, only ism can be tasniya. Jama, rijalun, only ism can be jama. Musnad ilay or file, it's easy. Ar-rajulu qawiyun. Muzaf, only ism can be muzaf. Muzaf ilay can be fail, but muzaf can only be ism. Like kitabu zaidin, kitabu is ism. Mausuf, sifat can be a fail, but when a word is becoming mausuf, Only ism has a quality of being a mawsuf. Munada, whenever there is a ya word added on any word, that is ism. Musaggar, rujailun, we have not learned about musaygarun yet. We will be learning in this book itself, inshallah. Mansubun, makkiyun, makkan. We have not learned about these two topics yet, but we are going to learn, inshallah. Alamatul fail. It preceded by qad or sa or saufa or lam or lan or zamir or amr or nahi or ta'i tanis. These are the sign of fail. Now alamatul harf, that word which has no sign of ism and fail is a particle. So it's easy, there is no special sign for harf. Any word which is not ism or fail is 100% harf. Section 1.5.1. The indefinites of ism is indicated by tanween. Such ism is called nakira. Like marifa nakira, nakira will always have tanween on it. The definiteness of an ism is indicated by alif lam. Such ism is called marifa. Like al baytu is marifa, baytun is nakira. An ism can never have tanween and alif lam at the same time. Like al baytun, it is incorrect. I already explained you. When the last letter of a word and the first letter of the following word have sukoon, it is called ijtima'us sakinain, the meeting of two sukoons. In this case, the first sukoon is generally changed to kasara. Zarabat al-bintu becomes zarabatil bintu. The hamzatul wasl before the lam is not pronounced. Two things told in this topic. Al-baytu, there is alif lam which is a mixture of alif and lam, but this alif is actually hamzatul wasl. Hamzatul wasl means this hamza will always be silent when we are reading with a previous letter. For example, see, huwal, no, that is, let's stick with the example given here. There is alif lam, but when we are reading zarabatil bayt, we are not saying this alif. Zarabat al bintu, we are not saying, we are saying zarabatil bintu. Alif is, that hamza is silence here. That's the first topic. Second point is that whenever there is a two sukoon, the one sukoon of zarabat, a fail of wahid muannas ghaib with sukoon, ta sukoon, and al bintu, alif is silent here, so lam having sukoon. When the two sukoon comes together, then the first sukoon is converted into kasra, and we read like this: zarabatil bintu instead of zarabatal bintu. Okay, so this is just a rule for pronouncing this sentence correctly. In some cases, the first sukoon is changed to fataha, but sometimes the sukoon is also converted to fataha. Fataha means min al bayt. So instead of minil bayt, we write minal bayt, but this rule is only applied with min. And in some cases, the first sukoon is changed to zamma. Like fahimtum, there is a sukoon here, but now when we are reading by adding the next word together, we are saying fahimtumud dars. So what we understood here, we learned three new rules for reading the word with alif lam. One, whenever there is a sukoon in the end, sometimes that sukoon converted to kasra, sometimes that sukoon converted to fataha, and sometimes that sukoon converted to zamma. it depends on how is easy we can pronounce those words. Point number 5. When an alif lam appears before an ism which begins with the letter from al-hurufu shamsiya, sun letters, then the alif lam of the alif lam must not be pronounced. The lam of alif lam does not receive a sukun. Instead, the huruf shamsi received a tashdeed. We already learn about what is huruf shamsi and huruf kamari, no? Like huruf shamsi, ash-shamsu, we are saying ash-shamsu. We are directly adding tashdeed on sheen and we are not pronouncing lam here. We are not saying al-shamsu, we are saying ash-shamsu. So there are letters which start with one of these letters which are known as huruf shamsi. So we will not pronounce the lam, we will directly pronounce these words with alif. And the remainings are huruf kamariya, where we pronounce the alif lam separately from the first word, like al-qamaru. So we are pronouncing al separately from qamaru, al-qamaru. Now, generally an ism ending with a round, at-ta'ul marbuta, is a feminine ism muannas. We already knew that because ta'atanis is the sign of muannas. Point number 8, the sifat, ismul ishara, fail, ismul mawsul, khabar, etc. of ghair aqil, plural, is generally wahid muannas. Yes, this is the new one which I haven't taught you yet. So let's try to understand this. First, understand what is ghair aqil and aqil. Ghair aqil means non-human and aqil means human. Whenever, rule number 1, whenever a mawsoof is plural and ghair aqil, whenever a mawsoof is plural and ghair aqil, its sifat will be wahid and muannas. That's the rule number 1. Whenever mawsoof is a plural of ghair aqil, its sifat will be wahid and muannas. What does it mean? Let's understand this. Qalam means pen and jadidun means new. The screen was disconnected. Let's try again. So qalamun means pen and jadidun, jim dal ya dal, jadidun means new. Let's use this as a mawsoof sifat. Qalamun is wahid, so jadidun is also wahid, or four similarities found together. Qalam is wahid, jadidun is wahid, qalam is muzakkar, jadidun is muzakkar, kalim is nakera, jadidun is nakera, qalam is having pesh, jadidun having pesh. A new pen. Qalamani, jadidani, two new pen. All four similarities found together here also. Now the jama of qalam is aqlam. So here the jama is mawsoof. Yeah, here the mawsoof is jama, and this is not a ordinary jama. It is a jama of something which is a non-human. So it's a jama of ghair aqil. So the rule is its sifat will be wahid and muannas. So jadidatun. Here we are not using the sifat equivalent to the mawsoof, because mawsoof is jama muzakkar. So we should have used the sifat jama muannas. But the rule is different here. Whenever the jama of non-living or non-human is mawsoof, its sifat will be always wahid and muannas. And this is not just a rule with mawsoof, it is a rule with ismul ishara also. For example, we can say haza al qalamu, this pen. We can say hazani al qalamani, these two pen. But when we are saying more than two pen, al aqlamu, we are using hazihi al aqlamu. But hazi is used for wahid muannas, but we are using with aqlamu. Why? Because this is the rule that whenever the musharun ilay is the plural of gair akil, its isme ishara will be wahid and muannas. The same goes with the fail also. Example, let's understand this. Suppose pen is the doer of one work, so we can say nasara qalamun, nasara qalamani. Now here nasarat aqlamun, file is non akil, plural of non ghair akil, so the fail is wahid and muannas. If you are not able to understand this right now, repeat this part again and again until you understand it properly. See, asnamun kasiratun, asnam is muzakkar, but its sifat is muannas. Why? Because asnam is a plural of sanamun, which is non-human. Al asnamu la tanfa, al asnam here is mubtada and la tanfa is khabar. Hazihil asnam, al asnam is musharun ilay, hazihi isme ishara. Al kilabul harisatu jalisatun, al kilabul harisatu, kilab is mawsoof of non-living, so al harisatu sifat and the khabar both are wahid and muannas. Now number 9, when writing ism ending with two fatha, an alif must be added at the end. So whenever you want to add two fatha, so two fatha should be always written with alif. However, if a round ta marbuta at the end of such word, then we should not add alif. But when we are adding tanween on ta tanis, there is no need for adding tanween, adding alif. So alif will be added when there is no ta tanis in the end. Section 1.6, Az-Zamair, the personal pronouns. Definition. Zamair, singular is zamir, are those words which are used in the place of names and refer to the speaker mutakallim or second person hazirun or third person gaibun. I already explained you about the zamir. He, one man, it is wahid muzakkar gaib, huma, two, tasniya muzakkar gaib, hum, jama muzakkar gaib. So simply just read this table yourself. Now in the unattached form, the zamirs can be appear as mubtada, file, etc. In the attached form, they can appear as maf'ul or muzaf ilay. For more details, see section 2.4. So we will be learning this thing separately, inshallah, in section 2.4, not here. Section 1.7, Al-Huruful Jarrah, the prepositions. The harfu jar gives jar to a ism and it act upon which is then known as majroor. The table is given here with the meaning of each and every harf jar. Read yourself. Okay, the example with sentence analysis. Katabtu is fail and file. Who is file? Ana, zamir inside is file. How I know? Because tapeshtu. Ba is harfajar, kalam is majroor, jar majroor, and it's related with the kataba fail. Now it's become jumle fail ya khabariya. It's okay. Exercise. Translate, fill in the Arab and analyze the following sentences. Al masjidu qaribun min baiti Zaidin. I gave the Arab. Let me explain you why. Al masjidu is mubtada, qaribun is khabar, so it's tanween nakira. Min is harf jar, baiti is muzaf, and Zaidin is muzaf ilayh. Bait is muzaf, that's why I gave only one zer, because muzaf does not accept alif lam as well as tanween. The masjid is nearby to the house of Zaid. Nazala is a fail according to Nasara, on the pattern of Nasara. Al matara is a file, because after fail there is a file. Min is harf jar and as-samai is majroor. Nazala fail, matara file, min harf jar, as-samai majroor, jar majroor related with nazala. It rains from the sky. Al kutubu, the plural of kitabun is kutubu. Ala is harf jar, min zadati is majroor. On the table, the books are on the table. Zainabu, Zainab is ghair munsarif, so we cannot add tanween on it. So Zainabu. Jalisatun, Zainabu is mubtada, Jalisatun is khabar. Ala is harf jar, kursi is majroor, fi is harf jar, al hujrati is majroor. Zainab is sitting on the chair in the house. Section 1.8. Al-hurufu mushabbahatu bil fail. It is also called inna wa akhwatuha, particles that resembles. These are inna, anna, laita, lakinna, la'alla, kanna. I already told you about these in marfuat and mansubat chapter. These are called huruful mushabbahatu bil fail because it's like failul mutaddi. They also governs two words. So these are known as hurufe mushabbaha bil fail. Hurufun means hurufu mushabbahatu bil fail. What is the translation of this Arabic statement is that these are few huruf which are very similar to fail. So similar to fail in which sense? Similar to fail in that a fail needs a file and maf'ul, right? A fail needs a file and maf'ul. Similarly, these harf need two words. One is its ism and another one is its khabar. The huruf appears before mubtada and khabar. I already explained you that. I also gave you the example inna rajula alimun. Such particles cause the mubtada to be in a state of nasab, which is then known as ism of inna, and cause the khabar to be in the state of rafa, which is then known as khabar of inna. See exactly what I told you. Now there is a table with the example of each and every word. Just look for the effect on mubtada and khabar. Inna gives fatha to zabar. Anna gives fatha to zabar. Ka'anna give fatha, sorry, I'm saying fatha to mubtada. Lakinna give fatha to mubtada, and laita give fatha to mubtada, la'alla give fatha to mubtada. Their placements can be different, but what is common between all these words are that they always comes before mubtada and khabar, and they have their own different meanings. Let's do the tarkeeb. Inna hurufe mushabba bil fail. Allah ism of inna and alimun is khabar of inna. The difference between inna and anna. Yes, so inna and anna both are very similar, but there are some difference. They both have the same translation, but there are something little bit difference between them. There, inna is generally used in the beginning of sentence, and anna is used in the middle of sentence. Inna start with sentence. Inna start the sentence, but anna is generally used in the middle of sentence just after fail. Sometimes inna appears in the middle of sentence. This happens in the following two cases. But inna can also appears in the middle of sentence if the following two reasons met. One, when it is used after a word with the root letter of kaf, waw or lam. Okay, so what is root letter? Maybe you are not able to understand this right now, so simply just remember, inna can be in the middle of sentence when it comes after word yakulu or kala, and when it is at the beginning of sila. What is sila? A sentence which comes after isme mausool is sila. Okay, I told you what is isme mausool. So a sentence which comes after isme mausool is called sila. So whenever inna can comes after isme mausool. Why? Because after isme mausool, the sentence which we are using is also assumed as a completely new sentence. Second, the khabar can be a complete sentence. Already we have learned about this multiple times. Inna Zaidan ummuhu salihatan. Ism of inna is Zaidan and ummuhu is muzaf ilay, mubtada. Salihatun is khabar, mubtada khabar becomes khabar of inna. It's a very similar to the example we have understood in mubtada khabar chapter. Inna Zaidan akalat ta'ama, the same example was given earlier. Point number third. If the khabar is jar majroor, then the khabar will appear first and the ism will be second. Yes, this is the new one. Sometimes what happen, there is a harf jar on khabar. There is harf jar on khabar. So whenever there is a harf jar on khabar, the position of mubtada and khabar changed. What is the general position of mubtada and khabar? Mubtada comes first, then khabar. But when there is a harf jar on khabar, the khabar comes first and mubtada later. They change their positions with each other. See, inna ilayna iyabahum. Iyabahum is mubtada and ilayna is khabar. Why ilayna comes earlier? Because ilayna is made from two words, ila and na. Ila is harf jar and na is a zamir. So in this situation we say the khabar is muqaddam, means the khabar which comes first, and ism muakhar or mubtada muakhar, the mubtada which comes later. Point number 4. When ma al-kafa is joined to any of these huruf, their effect is cancelled. Innama ilahukum ilahu wahid. Ma al-kafa is used to make the effect of huruf mushabba bil fail invalid. Inna means indeed. Yes, and there is the effect of inna. What is the effect of inna? It gives fataha to mubtada. But when the ma is added with inna, inna ma is actually mixture of inna and ma. So when this ma, this is called ma kafa, added with inna, now the effect inna is invalid here. Now there will be no changes in translation as well as in the i'rab of mubtada and khabar. So that is called that is called ma al kafa. And point number 5. Inna by itself conveys emphasis. Inna is used when we want to force or emphasize the meaning. But sometimes lam taqid is also used to provide a force and emphasis or emphasize the meaning of any word, can be added before the khabar to convey even more emphasis, like innaka la rasulullahi. So this lam on rasul is lam taqid. It is also used to emphasize the meaning. There is no such changes in Arab. It just used to emphasize the meaning. That is called lam taqid. Now we have exercise. Try to solve this exercise yourself, and in the next class I will be first solving the exercise and then the rest of the other chapter inshallah.
Assalamu-Alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.